Good evening. Welcome to another USFFL live broadcast. Tonight we have the Carolina Panthers at home with a 2-5 record, taking on the Indianapolis Colts, coming off their first win of the season. They are 1-7. Let's go ahead and get it started. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get on out to the stadium, see how we are doing. Looks like we're going to start by needing to get that card image up. Opening drive of the game, one play in. Colts with the ball, 2nd and 10 at their own 25. Anthony Richardsson opens at quarterback. And if you can read the screen there, you'll see that he comes in for the first handful of plays, and then he gets taken out of the game. Second and 10. Here's a run up the middle to Jonathan Taylor, and that's going to be nothing doing. Loses a yard on the play. But a dead ball penalty, I just noticed. So 2nd and 15 after that penalty. So that'll put the Colts back a little bit. Opening drive of the game, they are attacking the Panthers defense, which is poor against the runs and average against the pass. 2 tight end offense here for the Colts. And on 2nd and 15, here's a pitch out. Jonathan Taylor going for the edge. Nice call, defensive coordinator. They're looking for the run, and it goes to the right column, but Jonathan Taylor hits the short gain on right. And he's good for 15 exactly on 2nd and 15, and that's going to be a first down run. So Jonathan Taylor, good yardage on his first carry, and the Colts are out to the 35. Taylor carded for 169 carries. Zach Moss, also the tailback carded at 183. First down pass, short, and that's going to be caught. Alec Pierce, 15-yard completion. Gardner Minshew to Alec Pierce. Caught the Panthers guessing run, and Pierce got that one on his wrong column. That'll get the Colts all the way up to midfield. It's 1st and 10 at the 50. Still a 2 tight end set here. First down and run by the quarterback, and it's going to be a dead ball penalty and 5 yards against the Colts. Back them up. 1st and 15 back in their territory now at the 45. The Indianapolis Colts are coached by John Freeze, and the Carolina Panthers are coached by Jess Geller. Geller is the next one on the list of coaches about to qualify for Coach of the Year. These Panthers are carded at only 2 wins, and he's already got us 2 wins, so his next win will make him eligible for the tournament. Back to pass. Short pass is intercepted. Anthony Richardson is picked off by Carolina. That pass is picked off. And looks like that is going to be a return all the way to the house. Pick 6, Dante Jackson with an interception and a 50, or I think a 60-yard return here. Extra point by Eddie Pinero is good. 60-yard interception return, pick 6 for Carolina. They're out to a 7-0 lead. And after a touchback, the Colts will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 25. We're only a minute and a half into the game. Three wide receivers, 2 running backs. And here's a run up the middle, and it's going to be a loss of 2. Coach Geller with another run call defensively. And that cost yardage behind the line of scrimmage by Jonathan Taylor. It's 2nd and 12. Still 2 tight ends here now. Flat pass left side. Linebacker in zone. Target is Michael Pittman. And we get a receiver result, and Pittman's got himself a 4-yard gain on the play. So mediocre gain and sets up a 3rd down and 8. That was also the wide receiver fumble roll, by the way, 1 through 3. Colts missed it there, almost turned it over a 2nd time. Colts, I believe, are among the league leaders in negative turnover differential. Third and 8, back to pass out of the shotgun. Looking short and forced to scramble instead is Anthony Richardson. And he is going to get 1st down yardage. Needed 8, got 9. Anthony Richardson uses his legs and gets that 1st down out to the 36 now for Indianapolis. Colts opening possession of the game went 6 plays before Gardner Minshew, or I should say Anthony Richardson, threw a pick 6. This is their 2nd possession. 4th play of the drive. 2 tight end set. Jonathan Taylor, the tailback. Back to pass. Looking deep. It's an empty zone. Free safety come up to support the short pass zone. And that's going to be Richardson hits his card, and he's got a completion. Andrew Ogletree on the deep reception. 45-yard completion. Quarterback Anthony Richardson on long pass right. His long gain is on double 6s. And sure enough, he got it. And he's got the Colts into the red zone now, 1st and 10 at the Carolina 19-yard line. Carolina still on top, 7-0. They haven't taken an offensive snap yet. Taylor's still at tailback. We haven't seen Zach Moss yet. Back to pass, looking short and no good. Anthony Richardson Looking for Josh Downs on that play. Couldn't get it on the Panthers defensive card. 2nd and 10. Panthers had 4 men in the zone. And that was the difference. Still 2 tight ends set. 3-4 here from the Panthers. Again, the Panthers rated average against the pass. They do have a star blitzer. Brian Burns, the outside linebacker, is a 12-star 3. Panthers looking run. Here comes a screen pass. Michael Pittman, empty zone, and he's going to get 6 yards. Could have been a lot worse if you're the Panthers. That does set up a much more manageable 3rd down and 4 at the Carolina 13. Colts come into the season with just a 56% red zone efficiency. That's very bad. And on 3rd and 4, the Colts will put out a couple tight ends, Branson and Mallory. Panthers out of the 3-4. Here's a quick hitch over the middle, empty zone, and Josh Downs has got the catch, and he runs right up the middle to the end zone. Touchdown. 13 yards. Anthony Richardson to Josh Downs for the touchdown. Panthers left 1 zone empty at the 2nd level, and unfortunately it was the wrong one for them. The Colts capitalize. Extra points good, and this game's tied up 7-7 at the 10:30 mark of the 1st quarter. And after a touchback, the Panthers begin their first offensive snap of the game, already 7-7. They're at their own 25. Take a brief look at injury situation. I mentioned Zach Moss that we hadn't seen. He's out of the game with an injury. That's why. And across the field, Carolina's missing receiver Terrence Marshall. There's a 1st down run off tackle, and Chuba Hubbard's going to get just a yard. Zaire Franklin on the tackle. It's 2nd down and 9. Panthers show 2 tight end now. Another off tackle run, and that one's going to be good for just 2 yards. Hayden Hurst couldn't make the block there. And that makes it 3rd down and 7. Bryce Young now out of the shotgun for Carolina. 3 wide receivers on the field. Chuba Hubbard beside him. Coach Freeze has the Colts in a nickel. Third and 7, flat pass goes to DJ Chark. There is a man in zone, and that's going to be caught. Good yardage, but a penalty, and they're calling a dead ball foul. So it was going to be a first down reception for DJ Chark, but back up the offense. Panthers now face a 3rd and 12 at their own 23. Bryce Young, not the kind of quarterback you want out there on 3rd and long. He's in the shotgun here. 3 wide receivers. Colts in the nickel. Here's a flat pass on 3rd and 12. Man in zone, and it's going to be a catch, but only got about half what he needed. It's 4th down and 6 at the 29, and the Panthers will be forced to punt. And Johnny Hecker with a 50-yard boot. Isaiah McKenzie settles underneath it, and a short return of 7. And that nets out to the Indianapolis Colts, beginning this possession at their own 28. Still tied at 7 here. And Trey Sermon on the field, now at tailback. Panthers look run, but it's a quick slant. Mallory, and he's got it, but just short 3-yard gain. Quick tackle there, Camus Gruger-Hill, and it's 2nd and 7. And that was, I just noticed, Minshew's first pass of the game. Anthony Richardson's out. Minshew's back in. If I understood what I read correctly, he starts the games with Richardson and then brings out Minshew. Offensive penalty here is going to back the Colts up. Holding, 2nd and 17. Excuse me. Colts now with 3 wide receivers, but 2 running backs. Still, the defense looks for a run call. It's short pass, though, and incomplete. So the defense was looking run, but got it on their defensive card. 4-man short pass column. Nothing doing. It's 3rd and 17 now for Indianapolis. So Coach Geller, early on here, showing no hesitation to call run defensively. Expect the pass defense here, though, on 3rd and 17. Colts 3 wide receivers on the field. Panthers in the nickel. And here's a run. Crossed him up, off tackle, and just 4 yards there. Jonathan Taylor brought down pretty quickly. So 4th and 13, and the Colts will punt. And not a very good punt there for Rigoberto Sanchez. Just 38 yards. Nothing doing on the return there from Amir Smith-Marset. But good field position nonetheless. The Panthers will begin at their own 37. Second offensive possession here for Carolina. Colts come out on a 4-2-5 defense. Little eye candy in the look-in zone. There's the quick in pass. Sure enough, man is in zone, though, and that's going to be a 4-yard completion. Have it on the Indianapolis defensive card. Coach Freeze covering that middle zone. 2nd and 6. Panthers now on a 2 tight end set. Chuba Hubbard, the tailback. And defense crashing run, but it's quick slant over the middle. And that one on the defensive card is going to be a good catch and run. Tommy Trimble beats the linebacker on the play and goes for 14 yards. 5 on the white die there. Good enough to best Zaire Franklin. So now the Panthers in Colts territory at the 45. Flat pass, left side, man in zone. This one's going to Jonathan Mingo. And this on the quarterback card, and Bryce Young's got his number. Another short gain and a first down catch. Jonathan Mingo, good for 15 yards down to the Indianapolis 30-yard line. So 3 plays into this drive. Panthers are on the move. Now at the Colts 30. And again, the 4-2-5 defense coming out here by Coach John Freeze. He covers the in middle zone, but it's inside run, and Chuba Hubbard's going to get 3 yards. Bradley Bozeman at center couldn't make the block. Hubbard just 3 carries, 6 yards, and it's 2nd and 7. And again with the 4-2-5 defense. 4.5 minutes remaining first quarter, still tied 7-all. Miles Sanders right at the middle and going nowhere to Forrest Buckner. Got him right at the line there, and it's 3rd down and 7. So a big 3rd down here for Carolina, Coach Geller. Bryce Young out of the shotgun here, 2 tight end formation. Panthers failed on their only other 3rd down attempt. Colts are in the nickel. There's a flat pass. Tommy Trimble is double teamed and incomplete. Nice call there defensively by Coach John Freeze. Safety moved into that zone and broke that up in a high leverage play. So the Panthers on 3rd down are again forced to punt. 4th and 7 from their own 27. I'm sorry, I said punt. It's in field goal range. And from 44 yards, That is good. Eddie Pinheiro puts it through. Apologies there. And Carolina takes the lead 10-7. Got distracted there a moment as I was making sure the broadcast was certainly working. So the Panthers take the 10-7 lead. Just over 3 minutes to go here, first quarter. And after the touchback, Colts begin at their own 25. Colts come out with Trey Sermon at tailback. Panthers ahead in this game despite being outgained 112-45. First down run off tackle, and Trey Sermon goes nowhere. Frankie Louvu on the tackle at 2nd and 10. Colts with 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs on the field now. Here's an off-tackle run. Trey Sermon again. And Sermon goes to the defensive car, and he gets the number he needs. Short gain, Trey Sermon. He is good for 16 yards. That one behind left tackle Bernard Raymond. And it's 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Panthers looking run, but back to pass. Looking short. And Minshew's got his man. 12-yard completion. Josh Downs, his second catch of the game, and it's 1st and 10 now across midfield at the Carolina 47. Carolina defense comes in ranked 22nd, giving up 367 per game. Minshew back to pass again. Looking short, right back to Downs, and it's going to be incomplete. Penalty, and that's going to be holding against the offense. Coach Geller accepts, and now it's 1st and 20. Indianapolis now back at their own 43. Three wide receivers, 2 running backs on the field here for Indianapolis on 1st and 20. Sermon's the tailback. Panthers out of the nickel defensively. And here's an off-tackle run. Trey Sermon, and he's going to get just 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down and 15. Colts from their own 48-yard line. Offensively, the Colts ranked 26th in the USFFL, coming into the week at 311 yards per game. 2 tight ends set. Jonathan Taylor, the tailback. And defense looks run, but it's a deep ball going to Josh Downs, and it's going to be a defender opportunity and incomplete. Josh Downs with nobody in the deep zone there. Had a long gain if he could beat the corner, but Dante Jackson beats the white die and saves the big play for Carolina. White die was a 4 in that case. Dante Jackson, also a 4. So 3rd down and 15 now for the Colts. Near midfield, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. And on 3rd and 15, Panthers still gets run. Short pass here to the tight end, no good, incomplete, but a penalty. And it's a dead ball foul against the Colts. Back them up a little more, 3rd and 20. Back up there, 43. Boy, Coach Geller on 3rd and 15. Calling a run defense. That's a coach playing on a second level I'm not familiar with. Excuse me. So 3rd and 20 now. 2 safeties on the field here for the Panthers. 3-2-6 deep dime. Here's a flat pass. The man is in the zone. Michael Pittman's the target. And on his own card, Pittman's going to get 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down and 14. Colts at their own 49. Presumably to punt. And we've reached the end of the first quarter here in Carolina, where the Panthers at home are up on the Colts 10-7. And indeed, punter Rigoberto Sanchez out for the Colts. We'll see if he wants to coffin corner it. And he does not, and it sails into the end zone. Touchback, and the Panthers begin at their own 20. Two tight ends on the field here. There's a flat pass. Hayden Hurst, incomplete. Tried to hit a quick dump over the middle to fullback Hurst and couldn't get him 2nd and 10. So the Panthers behind the sticks yet again. Defense looks pass. Here's the run. Off tackle. Chuba Hubbard, and he's going to lose a yard. Chuba Hubbard brought down immediately by Samson Ebukam. Hubbard struggling today. 4 carries, 5 yards. It's 3rd down and 11. Panthers at their own 19. 3 wide receivers. Bryce Young out of a shotgun. Colts. Nickel defense. So far, the Panthers have been quite careful on third downs with screen passes. They got another one here, but this time they go to an empty zone. Chuba Hubbard's got it, and he's got room, but he's just short of a first down. Got 10, needed 11. Panthers have a 4th and 1 at their own 29. And Coach Geller going to be the conservative approach here. Can't blame him one bit. Johnny Hecker on the punt. There's a 52-yard boot down to the 19. Isaiah McKenzie underneath it, and he'll fair catch it right there. And 12:54 to go, second quarter. Colts take over at their own 19. They're down 10-7. Back to pass on first down, and short pass is going to be 15 yards. Mo Alley Cox beats the defender. Five on the white die. Good enough to get the Colts a first down completion there out to the 34. Two tight ends set here again. There's a dive right at the middle. Jonathan Taylor, and he's going to get decent yardage here. That's going to be a first down carry of 6 yards. Out to the 40, second down and 4. Early second quarter. Colts have run 22 plays. The Panthers just 12. Colts have outrushed them 53 to just 5. But the Colts also have the game's only turnover, a pick 6. And that's why they're still playing catch-up here. Still out of a 2 tight end set. Here's a run right up the middle again. The defense stuff and run this time, and it's going to be just a short gain, 2 yards there for Jonathan Taylor. Credit to Coach Geller for calling run. Saved a longer gain there. And it's third down and 2. Indy at their own 42. Colts are 2 for 4 on third downs offensively today. Panthers yet to convert one. They're 0-3. Third and 2. Here's a flat pass left side. Pittman. And the defense was looking run. So Pittman has a shot, and he's got a good catch and run. That's 10 yards. Across midfield into Carolina territory at the 48-yard line. First and 10. Fourth catch of the game for Michael Pittman. Still 2 tight end formation here by Coach John Freeze of the Colts. There's a looking pass right back to Michael Pittman, and he's going to have it. 6-yard pickup. That one on Minshew's card. It's second down and 4. So the Colts certainly moving the ball much better than the Panthers. Back to pass, looking deep. He's doubled. Josh Downs the target. And so let's see what we get here. as far as the blitz. He gets the pass off. He's actually forced to dump it off in the flat instead. This one's going to Michael Pittman. And receiver card and nothing doing there. Pittman gets a bad roll. It's going to be 3rd and 4 after that incompletion. So another big 3rd down for the Indianapolis offense. Jonathan Taylor again, single setback here, 3rd and 4. Defense looks pass. It's an off-tackle run. Taylor to a defensive card, and he's got it as he beats the nose tackle. Jonathan Taylor with a 5 on the white die gets the 5 yards necessary to move the sticks, and the Colts have a 1st and 10 at the Carolina 37. So they're already in field goal range. In a game, they trail by 3. From right here, field goals 2 to 7 and 12. 1st and 10. Here's a flat pass right back to Pittman. 2-man in zone, and it's incomplete as it does indeed go to the defensive guard. 2nd and 10. So Pittman feels like he's been the target on about 5 of the last 6 attempts. We'll see if Coach Geller adapts with a little more double team on him. 2 tight end formation. Defense calls run. It's a flat pass. This one's going right back to Michael Pittman. And the dice take us to Minshew's card. Receiver opportunity, and Pittman's got the catch. And a good run. 1st down yardage. Pick up a 12 down to the 25-yard line. That was Pittman's 6th catch of the game, 44 yards. All but 20 of Minshew's 64 passing yards. Clock under 9 minutes to go, 1st half. Panthers still up by 3. With the Colts knocking on the door. From the 25-yard line, it's another flat pass. This one's going to Josh Downs. Attacking the 0-rated linebacker. And it's a yak opportunity for Downs, and he's going to lose a couple. Josh Downs' yak rating is a C. But his dice roll was an F. And he loses a couple. 2nd down and 12. Colts stay in a 2 tight end set. Back to pass. Minshew's looking short to one of those tight ends. He's trying to hit Grayson, or I should say Kylan Granson. He avoids the blitz, but he's forced to dump it off. Flat pass coming out here to Alec Pierce. 6 on the white die. Gets him to the 0-man column, but it's still only good for 5 yards when receiver comes up. So Pierce gets a little of that back. It's 3rd and 7 now at the Carolina 22. From right here, it's a 2 through 10 field goal. You lose 1 yard, it drops to a 2 to 8, 11, and 12. Something to consider here on this 3rd down and 7 for Coach John Freeze. His Colts trail 10 to 7. There's 7:48 to go, 2nd quarter. They've had some success on 3rd down so far today. 4 out of 6 successful. We'll see if they can do it again. No running backs in this formation. 3 wide receivers. And it's Alec Ogletree behind Minshew in the backfield. Panthers in the nickel. They call pass defensively. It is. Back to pass. Minshew looking short. He is looking for Granson. And Minshew forced to dump it off. He needs 7. Going to Ogletree in the flat. Minshew on his card. A yak opportunity. And it's going to be a catch and run for a first down. Andrew Ogletree, needed 7 yards and got 8. He is not a good rated yak, but got the good roll he wanted and moves the chains. So the Colts 1st and 10 now at the 14-yard line of Carolina. Here comes the 13th play of the drive. Right back to Granson in the flat. Left side, he's got the catch and run, and he has a first down again. Tackled at the 4-yard line. 10-yard reception for Granson, and it's 1st and goal. Colts at the 4. And here come the full house formation. The Big Uglies. Up front for the Colts. And indeed, here's a run right at the middle. Jonathan Taylor, and he's almost there, but they're going to mark him a yard short. 2nd and goal at the 1. Got that 3-yard gain on the defensive card with 2 linebackers in zone. Panthers again, not carded to stop the run. And here's a key on Minshew. A good call there from Coach Geller defensively. Keyed the quarterback, and the quarterback went to his card. And it's 3rd and goal at the 2 now. So hold your horses. Panthers rated poor against the run, but they made a good call to set up this 3rd down opportunity. Full house here. Off tackle, Trey Sermon, right side. Defense calls run, and he's going to lose a yard. Panthers a goal line stand. It is 4th and goal at the 3. And Coach John Freeze, what are you going to do? This drive started back at your 19-yard line 16 plays ago. A field goal ties it. I think you got to take the field goal. I think if I was at the 2, I'd consider it, but at the 3, I'd take the points. But Coach John Freeze, a little more ballsy than I am at this point. 4th and goal at the 3. He's going. Blocking back formation. Defense crashes run. Back to pass. Short. It's going to be incomplete. And a holding penalty against the offense. I assume that'll be declined here by Carolina. And it is. And so Coach Freeze and the Colts go for it. 4th and goal at the 3. Big goal line stand just before halftime here for the Panthers as they hold on to a 10-7 lead. 4.5 minutes to go before halftime. They take over possession at their own 3-yard line. Goes to show, even with a poor run defense, you get a couple good rolls and make a good call along the way. Just might get that goal line stand you need. So the Panthers an opportunity to protect their lead now. First down, flat pass goes to Hayden Hurst. And that's going to be incomplete as Hurst can't find it on his flat pass right column as a receiver. 2nd down and 10. 4 minutes, 12 seconds left to go before halftime. Panthers have just 54 yards of offense in the game. .229 for Indianapolis, but they still trail. 2nd and 10, run right up the middle, and not much there. Hubbard got snake eyes, but on the defensive card, gets just a yard. It's 3rd down and 9. As the clock trickles down to 3:36 and counting. Both teams all 3 timeouts. Big 3rd down coming up here for Carolina. They haven't converted a 3rd down yet. And they're certainly in danger of a safety here. So they got to be careful at their own 4. Both the defensive ends are star-rated 12 blitzers for Indianapolis. So I would expect a conservative call here from Carolina. Nickel defense here. And there's an off-tackle run. Chuba Hubbard going to try to get it on the ground. Goes to the defensive card, and Hubbard's going to get just 3 yards against Indianapolis's good run defense. So it's 4th and 6. And from the 7-yard line, the Panthers are going to punt. 3 minutes to go before halftime. And Johnny Hecker with a 46-yard boot just across midfield. Isaiah McKenzie settles underneath it at the 47, and he'll fair catch it right there. 2 minutes, 42 seconds remains before halftime. Colts have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 47. They are still down by 3 points. The Carolina Panthers just 2 first downs in the game, making the most of what their team has produced so far. Colts come out in a run set. Blocking back formation, back to pass, looking short and incomplete. It was intended for Josh Downs. Penalty, though, on the play, and that one is going to be against the defense. Panthers had lined up offside, so replay 1st down. It's 1st and 5. Now in Carolina territory at the 48. Colts 2 tight ends. Still plenty of time. They've got all 3 timeouts. And here's a flat pass right back to Michael Pittman, and he's going to get 6. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Colts 1st and 10 at the Carolina 42. And it sounds like somebody's used their first time out here. And indeed, the Colts called timeout at the 2:06 mark. So just on the plus side of the 2-minute warning. To get off another play here. 1st and 10 at the 42. Here's an off-tackle run. Taylor, and he's going to get a 1-yard loss. Short yardage defense called by Coach Geller. Stuffs it, and it's 2nd and 11 for the Colts. As we reach the 2-minute warning here in Carolina, where the Panthers, behind nothing offensively, have managed to treat the home fans to a lead so far. They're up 10-7 on the Colts. And so Indy still 2 timeouts remaining. 2nd and 11 at the Carolina 43. They'll go 2 tight ends here. Here's a quick out. Flat pass left side going to Kylan Granson. So coming at you with the tight ends again. And this time, Minshew's got his roll. Short gain on his card. Granson, 1st down yardage. Inside the 30 and finally brought down at the 27-yard line. Gain of 16 on the play for Kylan Granson. And at the Carolina 27, it's 1st and 10, Indianapolis. Clock runs down to 1 minute, 37 seconds remaining, first half. That play put Minshew over 100 yards passing in the game. 13 of 18 for 107. And Minshew's back to pass again. This time he's looking deep. Going for the end zone, but he's going to be forced to run with it. Scrambles. Right side, and he's going to get 6 yards before he's brought down. 2nd down and 4. He does not get out of bounds. We'll see if the Colts want to burn their second timeout. I think I'd just let it run. Try not to leave Carolina too much clock. Coach Freeze will go to the hurry-up offense. So 1:15 shows on the clock. 2nd down and 4 at the 21. And here's a pitch out. Jonathan Taylor around the edge, and he doesn't quite get there. He does get 3 yards, but that leaves him a yard short of the first down marker. So 3rd and 1 now at the 18-yard line. Big 3rd down play coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've been good tonight. 5 of 8 on 3rd downs. 2 tight end formation. The tailback is Taylor. I bet we might see him right up the middle. And here's a hitch over the middle and incomplete. Penalty on the play, though, and it's against the offense. Dead ball foul. Back them up 5 more, and a 3rd and 1 just became 3rd and 6. Might be a blessing in disguise for Indianapolis, as they were not going to hit that pass. So 3rd and 6 now. Colts at the 23. Right on the dividing line between the field goal range. That is a 2 through 10 and a 2 through 8, 11, 12. Colts coming off a big upset of the Saints this week. Or I should say last week. Three wide receivers on the field here. Big 3rd down play in this game. Here's a flare pass, and that's going to be caught by Ogletree, and he powers forward for a 1st down. A flat pass, 6 on the white die, took that to the 0-man column on the defensive guard, and Ogletree gets the 1st down reception. His 3rd catch of the game. Colts are now 1st and 10 at the 15. 1 minute to go before halftime. The Colts have 16 first downs. The Panthers have 2. But the Panthers are for now on top. 1 minute left before halftime. Taylor the lone setback again in this formation. Off tackle, Jonathan Taylor to the defensive card. He goes, and he's going to get 5 yards. Snake eyes on the defensive card. You might have expected better, especially poor rated run defense. But just a 5-yard gain, so 2nd down and 5. Colts take their second timeout. That'll stop the clock at 52 seconds left. So 2nd and 5, 3 wide receivers on the field, 2 running backs. And it's right back to Taylor. Jonathan Taylor off tackle, and this time going nowhere. Brought down by Camu Grugier-Hill. As Coach Jess Geller called run on the play. To stuff that one, and it sets up a 3rd and 5 for Indianapolis. Clock runs down to 30 seconds left before halftime. Colts are going to split out 3 wide receivers. They've got 2 running backs in the backfield. Panthers in their base 3-4 set. And Minshew back to pass, looking short, and that pass is going to be incomplete. Looking for Will Mallory on the play, couldn't get him, so 4th down and 5 at the 22. And this time the Colts will indeed go for the field goal from 27 yards. Matt Gay is up and good. And with just 15 seconds left before halftime, the Panthers and the Colts are all knotted up at 10 points apiece. The Colts ran 46 offensive plays to just 15 for Carolina. 16 first downs to 2, 272 yardage to 58, but we're tied. So after an offensive penalty, Panthers with 8 seconds left, probably looking to put a knee on this one and get to halftime in a tie ball game. And indeed, Bryce Young does take a knee. And we've reached halftime. Colts and Panthers tied 10-10. A nice battle between veteran coaches John Freeze and Jess Geller. Coach Geller signals he's ready for the second half. We mentioned how busy Michael Pittman was in that first half. He ends up getting 7 catches, 50 yards. So it looks like the coaches are going to take 2 minutes. So bear with me. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to leave the broadcast up, and I'm going to run upstairs and get me a drink. If I'm a minute or two late, don't worry. I'll be right back, and we'll pick up the second half action. Colts and Panthers. And looks like I made it back just exactly on their time schedule. Second half kick returned out to the 25. And the Panthers will begin right there. So literally no offense for them. But sometimes it's just as important when and how you get the yards as it is how many you get. The Panthers come out in a full spread formation here, 1st and 10. So the Colts will sit in the nickel. There's a run at the middle. Chuba Hubbard's got 4. It's going to make it 2nd and 6. The Panthers will come out with 3 wide receivers on the field here. Young stays under center. Hubbard's behind him. 4-2-5 shown here by Indianapolis. So they've been showing that formation periodically tonight. And on 2nd and 6, another run right at the middle. Chuba Hubbard. To the defensive card we go, and it's going to be another 4 yards for Hubbard. So it's 3rd down and 2 at their own 33. Hubbard the single setback, 2 tight ends, run up the middle for him again. So 3 straight run calls right at the middle, and Hubbard again, 4 yards. So 4 yards in a cloud of dust, 3 straight plays for Hubbard. Coming out here in the second half, and the Panthers have their 3rd first down of the game. Panthers still a 2 tight end set. Bryce Young back to pass, looks deep. Looking at his tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he never gets it off. Sack on the play. Brought down by Zaire Franklin. Or actually, I'm not sure. Let's see who he's brought down by, but he fumbles the ball too. So disaster here for Carolina. It's Grover Stewart. The big fella on the sack, and Bryce Young fumbled it. But fortunate for him, the offense recovered, but not before. A big loss. And it's 2nd and 21, Carolina at their own 26. Boy, so right after getting their first down in a long time, the big sack puts them way behind the sticks. Don't be surprised if they don't run it again on 2nd and 21 here. And indeed, there he goes, right at the middle, Chuba Hubbard. And on his card, Hubbard's going nowhere. Chuba Hubbard just had despicable dice tonight. That one got a 5 on his wrong column. Bad on almost anybody's column. And Chuba Hubbard, 10 carries, 21 yards in this game. A big reason why the Panthers have gone nowhere offensively. And it's now 3rd and 21. Here comes a flat pass. Empty zone. And that converted it to a wrong column and a short game pass, 13-yard catch and run. Bryce Young to Hayden Hurst, but it still comes up short. 4th and 8. Carolina punts from their own 39. And Johnny Hecker with a big boot of 55 yards. That was inside the 10 and a short return of 7 yards by Isaiah McKenzie, and the Colts will begin at their own 13-yard line. Just over 11 minutes left, 3rd quarter. We're tied at 10. And Minshew's back to pass long, but forced to scramble instead. And he ends up getting 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. So he was thinking deep, didn't have time to get it off. Colts now from their 18-yard line. Still out of a 2 tight end set. Flat pass and nothing doing, incomplete. That one was intended for Michael Pittman. So a big 3rd and 5 here. 3 wide receivers are splitting out for Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, of course, your tailback. Panthers are in their nickel. Both teams have been seemingly a little cautious about when they open up the long zone. Haven't seen a lot of safety blitz action. And on 3rd and 5, here's a square and pass. Josh Downs, and it's going to be a yak opportunity for him. And Josh Downs can't make it happen. There is a penalty. And it turns out to be a dead ball foul on the offense. So the Colts get another shot, but back him up 5 yards. It's 3rd and 10 at their 13. Colts come into the game 1-7. Their most recent game snapped a 7-game losing streak, a 20-19 thriller against the New Orleans Saints, just the Saints' 2nd loss of the year. 4 wide receivers split out here for the Colts. Shotgun formation for Minshew. And Minshew back to pass, looking short, and it's going to be incomplete. That one asked for a defender. The receiver was doubled, so a good call there from Coach Geller defensively, and that makes it 4th and 10. The Colts will punt from their 13. Coach Freeze congratulates his counterpart on a nice defensive call. And a 13-yard punt return by Smith-Marset gives the Panthers really nice field position. They'll begin 1st and 10 at the 50. So the best field position of the day for Carolina. Here's 1st down, a little hitch pass over the middle to Mingo, and that's going to be caught and a 5-yard gain there. Second and 5 at the Indianapolis 45-yard line. The Panthers will split out 3 wide receivers here. Colts out of a nickel. Defense thinking pass, but it's run. Hubbard right up the middle, and he's going to get 5 yards only. Beats the nose tackle with a 5 on the wide die, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of Indianapolis. Panthers out of a 2 tight end set. Here comes a flat pass. Tight end Hayden Hurst out to the left side. He's going to get the catch and a short gain of 5. So 2nd down and 5. Colts defensively on the flat pass card, 1-man column. Have a +4 and a +5 side by side. If you roll a 5 or a 6. And that 6 been coming up here. 2nd and 5. 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback now for the Panthers. 4-2-5 showing that middle zone eye candy by the Colts defense. Just waiting on the play call, and here comes the inside handoff. Chuba Hubbard on 2nd and 5 right at the middle. Defense was looking pass, and it goes to the defensive card, and Hubbard has got good yardage up the middle. Into the red zone. Pick up a 15 on the play. His first big carry of the game, and the Panthers are now 1st and 10 at the Colts' 20-yard line. Their first trip to the Indianapolis red zone. Let's see what they can do with it. On the season, the Panthers are 71% red zone efficiency. 1st and 10, back to pass, looking short and incomplete. Byron Young was trying to hit Jonathan Mingo there, avoided the blitz, but couldn't complete the pass. 2nd and 10. These two teams still tied at 10 points apiece. Middle of the 3rd quarter. Panthers again splitting out 3 wide receivers here. And here's the run, crossing him up the middle, but Hubbard brought down quickly, gets just a gain of a yard. 6th tackle on the game for Zaire Franklin. Sets up a 3rd and 9. Panthers from right here at the 19. Field goal will be 2-10. They'll split out 3 wide receivers out of the shotgun. Bryce Young back to pass. Here's a quick flat going to the left side. DJ Chark. And Bryce Young gets receiver on the quarterback card, and nothing doing as Chark cannot capitalize. So 4th and 9 at the 19. Here comes a field goal attempt. 36 yards away, Eddie Pinheiro should be a 2 through 10, barring a really, really bad variable. 36 yards, that kick is up, and it's good. And at exactly the 6-minute mark of the 3rd quarter, the Carolina Panthers are back out in front. At home, up on the Colts 13-10. And a touchback on the ensuing kickoff. The Colts will begin 1st and 10 at their own 25. That was an 8-play drive, 2 first downs, 31 yards to get them into field goal range. with this being a low-scoring, close game so far. I can tell you, comparing the field goal abilities of Eddie Pinheiro and Matt Gay, they are pretty much identical for these two teams. All right, coaches are ready again. Colts begin at their 25. And they're going first play, deep ball, hunting to Josh Downs, and no good, incomplete. Gardner Minshew hit the 10 on his card. Nothing there, 2nd and 10. Colts staying a 2 tight end set here. There's a flat pass going to Michael Pittman, and that's going to be it's a 3-yard completion, but a penalty is going to wipe it away. Holding against the Colts. Back them up. It's 2nd and 20. I think the Colts have had their share of penalties, and indeed, 8 penalties, 55 yards for the Colts, just 3 for 22 for Carolina. Back to pass, looking deep again, and it is incomplete. Gardner Minshew was looking for Andrew Ogletree on that one. Couldn't hit him, and it's going to be 3rd down and 20. The Colts looking aggressive again. 4 wide receivers split out. Ogletree's the tailback. So a deep 3-2-6 dime here from Carolina. And again, Minshew looking deep. On 3rd and 20, he wants it all. Deep ball passing, and that's going to be picked off. Intercepted by the Panthers. Von Bell picks it off right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Von Bell coming back the other way, and he's got a good return all the way down to the 24-yard line of Indianapolis. Colts with their 2nd interception in this game, one by each quarterback. And that gives the Panthers a two turnover edge in this game. And so the Panthers begin just outside of the red zone, already up 3 points here. Coach Jess Geller splits out 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback here on 1st and 10. Colts again showing that 4-2-5 defense. Here's a run up the middle. Chuba Hubbard. Defense was looking past. Hubbard goes to the defensive card, and he's right through. 15-yard gain inside the 10 and tackled at the 9. Jalen Jones brings him down, but not before Chuba Hubbard gets the 1st and goal for the Panthers. Hubbard, after a slow start, 14 carries, 57 yards, a 4.1 average First and goal to 9. Full house here for the Panthers. Now the safety up close, showing blitz here for the Colts. Back to pass. Young looks short, going to his tight end, Hayden Hurst. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 9-yard TD strike. Bryce Young to Hayden Hurst. And after a second interception of the game, the Carolina Panthers get the touchdown, turnover on points. And they take a 20-10 lead after the extra point from Eddie Pinheiro. 3:36 to go, third quarter. Panthers now up 20-10 at home. Panthers still have very meager offensive numbers in this game. Only 127 yards. They continue to make the most of them. 10-point lead now. Colts begin this possession at the 25. First down run off tackle. Jonathan Taylor, and he's going to lose yardage. Taylor lost a couple. Couldn't beat the linebacker. And it's 2nd and 12 at the 23. And the Carolina Panthers have wrestled away momentum here in the third quarter. Back to pass. Minshew looks short, and that's caught. Just short of a first down. Pick up a 10 there, Michael Pittman. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2. So we'll see what Coach Freeze has in mind here. Going to take the safe run and try to move the sticks, or maybe catch the defense off guard. Defense looks past. Here's the run up the middle. Jonathan Taylor trying to get that first down. Goes to his car. That's a good sign. And Taylor, good yardage into the secondary for a nice gain of 17 yards all the way up to midfield. Jonathan Taylor now over 50 yards rushing in the game. The Colts 1st and 10 at the 50. Still Taylor behind Minshew. Panthers looking for the run. It's another pass, though. Back to pass. Looking short to Josh Downs, and Downs has got it. Good catch and run. 15 yards and a first down. Josh Downs from the defensive card receiver result gets it on his wrong column. And it's 1st and 10 at the Carolina 35-yard line. Colts trail by 10. They're already in field goal range. Still thinking about that tutty. Josh Downs, 4 catches, 38 yards in the game. He also has the Colts' only touchdown reception. And right back to a 2 tight end set for here for Indianapolis. Giller's Panthers are in a 3-4. Minshew back to pass again. He's throwing a lot today. Looking short to Ogletree, and it's incomplete. Minshew hit his interception split roll again. Danger zone, but avoids the interception. It's 2nd down. Final minute of the third quarter here from Carolina. Second and 10. Here's an off-tackle run. Jonathan Taylor to the defensive guard. He goes, and he's going to lose yards again. once again unable to beat linebacker Frankie Louvu. Another 2-yard loss. So 3rd down and 12. At the Carolina 37. From right here, a field goal is 2-7 and 12. But a sack here would almost certainly take you out of range. 4 wide receivers split out here for Indianapolis. Ogletree in the backfield. Nickel here from the Panthers. Back to pass Minshew. Looks short. And that pass is going to be caught. The receiver was double teamed, but it wasn't enough for a first down. Isaiah McKenzie makes the catch, but comes up a little short. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, the Colts are facing a 4th and 2 at Carolina's 27-yard line. From right here, that field goal is a 2 through 8, 11, and 12. This is a tough call. 2 through 8, 11, and 12 would give you 3 points and get you back within 1 score. But those aren't too much better odds than getting a 4th and 2 converted. And Coach Freeze has made that same calculation. He's going for it here. High leverage play call here. First play of the 4th quarter. Colts a 4th and 2. Quick slant over the middle. 2-minute zone. And it goes to the offensive card. That's good for the Colts. And it's a short gain. Minshew's got his number. Kylan Granson catch and run for 11 yards as the Colts break into the Carolina red zone. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Big 4th down conversion there for Coach John Freeze. He missed his earlier one on 4th down, but he got that one. Now he's in the red zone. Back to pass. Looks short. This one's going to Pittman, and that's incomplete. He was double teamed again. But a defensive penalty. The Panthers were offside, so mark off the yards and replay 1st down. The Colts are now 1st and 5 at the Carolina 11. Good place here on the field to go for a flat pass. Back to pass. He's looking short, though. Wants it all. He's going to Andrew Ogletree, but he's going to be forced to dump it off. Too much pressure in the flat. It's going to his tailback, Jonathan Taylor, and they cannot get it. It's an incomplete pass, 2nd and 5. Minshew finding a soft spot on his card. Colts trail by 10 on the road, but they're knocking on the doorstep here. Colts 2 tight end set. Panthers looking run. Back to pass again, though. Looking short. This one's going to Kylan Granson, and that's going to be caught. And that's good for a touchdown. Gardner Minshew to Kylan Granson. 11-yard touchdown strike. And Matt Gay's on for the extra point. It's through. And with 13:30 to go in this game, the Panthers have seen their lead cut down significantly. They still are on top. 20-17. And after a touchback, the Panthers will take over at their own 25 and try and protect that lead. Panthers with a disappointing loss last week. I think it was a 35-0 blowout at the hands of the Texans. Yes, indeed. Panthers have allowed at least 30 points in 3 straight games. Chuba Hubbard off tackle and nothing doing. That one more right at the middle, but he got the 5 on his own card, so that's always a death knell. 2nd and 10. Panthers still up by 3, but they need to turn some first downs. Leaning too much on the defense. Here's a quick out over to the right side. Tight end Hayden Hurst has got it. Good yardage. First down. Pick up a 13 on the play. Defense double-teamed Hayden Hurst, but they did it with a linebacker. And that doesn't work in the flats. And the linebacker used to double him vacated the flat where Hurst was targeted. That gave you the 0-man column and a first down catch. Bryce Young quietly 10 of 15 for 94 yards and 1 touchdown. That one also to Hayden Hurst earlier. Now 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Colts in a 4-3. Bryce Young back to pass, and he is brought down. Sacked again. Grover Stewart is second in the game. Loss of 9. And the Panthers simply do not have the protection up front for a very, very stout defensive line on Indianapolis. It's 2nd and 19. Three wide receivers on the field, but 2 running backs. And we might see another run here from Hubbard. And here's a flat pass, empty zone. Good call there. And that's going to go to Hayden Hurst. And he's got a catch and run for 13 yards. That's another time on 2nd and long yardage that the Panthers have caught the Colts vacating all flats and got a nice flat pass to set up a manageable 3rd down now, which is 3rd and 6, Carolina at their own 42. They got 3 wide receivers split out here, out of the shotgun. Here comes a screen. Left side, this one's going to the tailback, Chuba Hubbard. And Hubbard has got the catch. First down yardage up the sideline. And a nice pickup of 16 yards into Indianapolis territory. Finally tackled at the 42-yard line by Nick Cross. And the Panthers, 1st and 10 at the 42, bail themselves out of that big Grover Stewart sack. First down run call. Chuba Hubbard up the middle on the defensive card. And Hubbard, good yardage inside the 30 and finally brought down at the 27. Pick up a 15 on the defensive card. Hubbard now 16 carries for 72 yards. Three wide receivers now splitting out for Carolina. Hubbard the tailback. Here's a run up the middle. Hubbard, and he's going to get 5 yards. On his own card, it's 2nd and 5. Now at the Indianapolis 22. Under 10 minutes to go in this game. Panthers are already on top, 20-17, and looking to build on that. Miles Sanders, now the tailback. 3 wide receivers. Colts showing that 4-2-5 empty middle zone. Defense looks past its run. Up the middle, Miles Sanders on his own card, and he's going to get 3. He came up a couple short. It's 3rd and 2. Panthers at the 19-yard line. Big play in this game. 9 minutes left. Panthers are just 2 of 8 on 3rd downs. Colts are 50% at 7-14. 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. So certainly not a run set shown here by the Panthers. Colts will operate out of a 4-3. They desperately need the stop. Panthers in the red zone for the second time tonight. They capitalized the first time. Defense crashes, run, flat pass. Bryce Young, Jonathan Mingo's got it, but he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Huge play. Jalen Jones, and it's 4th and 5 at the 22. And that'll force a 39-yard field goal attempt. Eddie Pinheiro is up and just gets it. 2 through 8, 11, and 12. He drops the 8 on the dice. But that means a 6-point lead as the Panthers are now out on front. At home, 23-17 on Indianapolis. And after a touchback, the Colts will take over possession now. At their own 25, they're down by 6 points. .806 remains. In earlier action, the New England Patriots at home defeated the Washington Commanders. Final score was 31-13. Two tight ends here for the Colts. Back to pass, looking deep. Receiver is double teamed. Nicely done there by Coach Geller, and it is incomplete. Going for Ogletree again. And Geller had him doubled. Incomplete on the defensive card at 2nd and 10. Colts go 2 tight ends now. Here comes a flat pass. Left side going to Michael Pittman. And the dice take us to Minshew's card. A yak opportunity for Pittman. And Michael Pittman cannot do anything with it. He's going to lose a yard, as a matter of fact. Exactly halfway through the fourth quarter now. 7.5 minutes remaining. Panthers on top, 23-17. Colts facing a 3rd and 11. They're not ready to punt it, I wouldn't think. They're going to split out 4 wide receivers. Three 2-6 defense here from Carolina. Waiting on the play call from Coach Freeze. And he does go flat. I was wondering if he might. It is double teamed, however. And that's going to be incomplete. Coach Geller again with an amazing call to make that double team and take away a yak opportunity there for Pittman. And that makes it 4th and 11, and the Colts have to punt. Rigoberto Sanchez, a 49-yard boot. Back to the 27-yard line. No return there. Smith-Marset. And so the Panthers in control right now. They're up 23-17. At home with 6:54 to go. They have possession at their own 27. 3 wide receivers. 1 halfback formation. Bryce Young quiets the crowd. Well, of course he had to. They're getting excited. They're ahead. It's late fourth quarter. Bryce is like, quiet down. I'm focusing on this thing. Still waiting on the defensive formation here from Coach Freeze, and he settles on a 4-2-5. So, again, a little eye candy in that middle zone. Inside run, Chuba Hubbard. As I suspected, and Hubbard's good for 4 on his card. Wipe away the play call, however. Offsetting penalties, 1 on each team. So we'll replay the down. 1st and 10 at the 27 still. Both teams set up in the same formation. And once again, run call right up the middle, Chuba Hubbard. And we got another penalty. They stopped him on the run, but it's a face mask against the Indianapolis defense. At an inopportune time. Mark off 15 yards. Panthers now 1st and 10 at their own 42. And once again, more of a pass formation here for the Panthers. 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. What a big face mask call. Penalties continue to be a bugaboo here for the Indy squad. 1st down run right up the middle and just a gain of 2. Chuba Hubbard got it on his card, but a 1 on the white die sent that one to the right column because there were 3 wide receivers. So just a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Panthers from their 44. Now under 6 minutes remaining in the game, 5:42 and counting. 3 wide receivers again for Bryce Young. Back to pass. Here's a quick flat pass. Right side goes to DJ Chark. Bryce Young on his card with a really nice setup on Yak, and Chark cannot do much with it. Bryce Young sent him up nicely with a +3. But DJ Chark couldn't add anything to it. A 3-yard completion only, and that makes it 3rd and 5. Panthers at their own 47. Got to wonder if it was 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 on Indy's side of the field. Would he go for it? 3 wide receivers again and 1 halfback. I suspect he's wanting that formation to keep him in the nickel. Here comes a run on 3rd and 5. Up the middle, Chuba Hubbard on his card, and he's good for only 2. So it's 4th and 3. Carolina at their own 49. And that's a little bit too much risk for most coaches, including both this one and the Panthers coach. As on comes Johnny Hecker. A 6-point lead for the Panthers. They punt from their 49, and that's going to go all the way down to the 4-yard line. McKenzie, let's see if he lets it bounce. It's literally hanging in the air. And he's going to return that out to the 12-yard line, an 8-yard return. Everybody has a different threshold. I think I'd have let it bounce, but I get it. So the Colts are trailing 23-17, 6 points behind. They've got the ball. 1st and 10. They're at their own 12, 88 yards away. 4.5 minutes remain in this one. Colts trying to get back-to-back wins after opening the season with 7 losses. And they'll come out in a pro set formation. A new look. Panthers open out of a nickel. There's a 1st down run call off tackle, and Jonathan Taylor gets the wrong column he wants, but just a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Taylor has been a little underwhelming today. 15 rushes, 56 yards. for a 3.7 per carry clip. Right back to a pro set formation here on 2nd and 7 for Coach Freeze. The Panthers will stay in the nickel. I expect we might see another run here. Don't forget, we've seen the Panthers call run out of a nickel before in this game. Here's a flat pass, Michael Pittman. And that's going to go to the quarterback card. Yak opportunity for Pittman. He needs a good roll. He gets it. First down yardage, but a penalty. And guess what? That's holding against Indianapolis. That was partway into the catch. So 2nd down and 14 now. Colts at their own 8. Huge penalty. That's been a story. Colts on the day, 10 penalties for 77 yards. Just 27 yards penalty for Carolina. So a big 2nd and 14. You're at your own 8, 3:36 remaining. Do you angle for a 1 to 4 yard play to set up a short pass? Or do you take a chance here at a short pass? Try to set up a more manageable 3rd down. Perhaps the formation selection here might help guide us on that. And the Colts have elected to go 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. I would imagine they're probably not running out of that formation. And indeed, back to pass, looking short. Defense gets pass. Minshew scanning the field, looking for Josh Downs. And he's flush. Going to have to dump it off. This one's going to his tailback. On 2nd and 14, Jonathan Taylor's got the catch, and he's got good yardage. And he's got a first down. Out across the 20, out across the 30, and finally tackled at the 38. Jonathan Taylor with a catch and run of 30 yards on that flat pass. 666s on the die. On flat pass, 0 men, gave him a 30-yard completion. The 666s being a defensive injury to Yetur Gross-Matos, the right outside linebacker of Carolina. He's got a 9 blitz rating, too. So huge play, Indianapolis. They're out to their 38-yard line. Out of the pro set formation, Minshew back to pass. He's looking deep again, and he's going to be forced to run instead. And he's going to scramble for a nice 6 yards. 2nd down and 4. Indianapolis at their 44. Clock ticking, 2:42 and counting. Colts need a touchdown. They've got all 3 timeouts. Pro set formation again. Panthers stay in a nickel. Here's a flat pass right back to Michael Pittman, and that's going to be incomplete. Gardner Minshew couldn't find it on his own card, and that makes it 3rd down and 4. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the Colts. They were extremely good in the first half on 3rd down, still near 50% at 7 out of 15. They've outgained Carolina by almost 200 yards, 385 to 187. Nevertheless, the Colts trail and need this 3rd down conversion out of a pro set formation. Here comes the run off tackle. Jonathan Taylor gets his card on wrong, and he's going to get first down yardage and a flag. Personal foul on top of that. So the Colts get what they need. And that'll get the ball all the way down to the Carolina 35-yard line. Clock ticking slowly down to the 2-minute warning. Should get one more playoff here, though. High drama as Carolina on the verge of clinching their berth in the Coach of the Year tournament with a victory. They got to hold off the Colts, who are driving. Pro set formation. Jonathan Taylor is out. It's Trey Sermon. Panthers gets run, but it's flat pass, and it's going to be picked off. Picked off as the Panthers double up on both flat pass zones. And the two linebackers come through. Intercepted in the flats for the Panthers, their third pick of this game. And the return is all the way to the house. There is a penalty, but it is against Indianapolis. And that penalty is declined. And for the second time in this game, the Carolina Panthers have got a pick six to the house. "68-yard interception return for a touchdown." Carolina's defense putting on a show. They're up 29-17, and they're going to go for two to try to make this a 14-point lead. Wow. So the Colts got the run call they were looking for, but two linebackers in the flat, and just the perfect role if you're Coach Geller to pick off that pass. And just when the Colts were driving down by 6, back to pass, looking short on the 2-point conversion, and it's caught. That's good by Hayden Hurst. Bryce Young got him, so it's a 14-point lead, 31-17 at the 2-minute warning here in Carolina. And after a touchback, the Colts come out to their own 20. Check that, the 25. 75 yards away, but they need 2 touchdowns. As the Panthers have topped 30 points for the first time this season. 2 pick sixes will help you get there. Here's a look-in pass. Michael Pittman, empty zone left there, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Believe it or not, almost intercepted. Minshew on his wrong column got the interception split roll, the only guaranteed incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Panthers now with a 3-2-6 deep dive. Here's a little look-in pass again. Josh Downs has got the catch and first down yardage. Pick up a 10 on the play, and the Colts will use their first timeout. So 1st and 10, Indianapolis at their 35. And again, a look-in pass. This one right back to Michael Pittman. And Pittman in a zero-man column is good for 10 more and a first down. Colts rolled their wide receiver fumble number again, but missed it on the 1-3. So move the sticks. 1st and 10, Indianapolis now at their 45-yard line. They burn their second timeout. Out of the shotgun now, back to pass and looking deep this time. Gardner Minshew going long. And Minshew going to be forced instead to dump it off. Mallory out of the backfield, and Mallory's got a catch, and he's got good space. That's a big gainer for Mallory. Let's see how far he goes. All the way down to the Carolina 20, a pickup of 35 yards on the play. Flat pass column, 0 men, got the snake eyes and the long gain. And the Colts will burn their final timeout. 90 seconds left in this game, minute 30. Colts trail by 14. They've got the ball at the Panther 20. Gardner Minshew on the day, 24 of 42, 256. A touchdown and 2 picks. He's back to pass here, and it's going to Josh Downs and incomplete. Second down and 10. So 20 run calls to the running back. Intentional runs. And 51 passes for Gardner Minshew and Anthony Richardson. So a very pass-heavy approach here today from the Colts. And there's an 11-yard pass. Mallory got that one, and it's 1st and goal at the 9 for the Colts. They'll split out 4 wide receivers here. And back to pass, looking short. Right back to Mallory, and that's going to be in there. Touchdown. Gardner Minshew, his 2nd touchdown pass of the game. That's going to cut it to a 1-score game. 45 seconds left. They have no timeouts. They'll need to do an onside kick. Waiting on the extra point here. Surely he's not thinking. Maybe he might be thinking about going for 2. And indeed he will. So 31-23, Panthers on top by 8. Colts looking to cut it to 6 with a 2-point conversion here. Full house formation. Defense crashes run. It's a pass short, and that's going to be in there. Josh Downs gets that 2-point conversion. And it's a 6-point game, 31-25. Panthers on top. The onside kick from the Colts is grabbed. The Colts have it. They recover the onside kick. Hold your horses. The game's not over. Colts have it. 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. But they only have 37 seconds left. No timeouts. 4 wide receivers. Plus Ogletree in the backfield. Minshew stays under center. Deep 3-2-6 dime here from the Panthers. Back to pass Minshew. Looking short. He's going for McKenzie. He's double teamed. Good call there, Coach Geller. But it's going to be now a dump off. So he looks that off and he hits the flat pass coming out here to Pierce, and that's good yardage. 10-yard gain. And out of bounds. Stopping the clock at 30 seconds left. Every time you get out of bounds, it's like saving the game for Indianapolis. They need that on every play here. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 43. 30 seconds left. You could run a play and spike the ball and get all that done in about a 17-second window, something like that. Back to pass, looking short, and that's going to be caught. Michael Pittman's got it, first down yardage. And Pittman also gets out of bounds and stops the clock. 22 seconds showing on the clock. Four wide receivers split out. Minshew in the shotgun again. .22 seconds left. If he gets tackled in bounds, he'll be able to spike it and have one play left. Two safeties stay deep. Back to pass. Looking short. Going to Alec Pierce. Incomplete. But a pass interference call against the defense. Just what the doctor ordered if you're the Colts. 17-yard penalty. And it is 1st and 10. Colts at the Carolina 15-yard line. 15 seconds left in the game now. I think with 15 seconds, you can get tackled in bounds and spike it. We'll see. No timeouts for Indy. Down by 6. 15 seconds remaining. 4 wide receivers. Out of the shotgun. Ogletree beside him. Back to pass. Looking deep. Going for all of it. Josh Downs. Incomplete. So from the 15-yard line, rather than go for that short pass and maybe spiking it, he took that long pass right column and couldn't hit it. Incomplete. On long pass right, your completions are snake eyes, double sixes, and 3. Then again, those are pretty much the same odds he just got to make the onside kick. Run out of time here, though. 2nd and 10 at the 15. 8 seconds left. Colts out of timeouts, can't be tackled in bounds. They trail by 6. Panthers now out of the dime and into the nickel. They are not showing blitz on this one. And here comes another pass. Minshew chalks it up, going deep to Ogletree, and he can't get it. So a couple of fades into the back of the end zone, and Minshew misses them both. And it's now just 1 second remaining in this game. And now you have to get all 15 yards. And long pass right, the odds are really not that good. Got to wonder if you might cross him up, try to get 15 on a freak flat pass. Maybe a short pass defender. Whatever the approach, barring a penalty, this is your final opportunity. Put your stamp on this game for both teams. 1 second remaining. Panthers clinging to a 31-25 lead. Colts at the 15, back to pass, looking deep, going toward Downs, and it is incomplete, and the game is over. There are no flags. So a big goal line stand there by Carolina. After suffering the indignity of giving up an onside kick. Your final score, Panthers win at home 31-25. And the commissioner is about out of a voice. Congratulations goes out to Jess Geller, who has now joined Dennis Young as the 2 coaches to have already clinched their eligibility for the postseason Coach of the Year tournament. For those who may be new, may not be aware, to be eligible for the Coach of the Year, you need to, 1, not make the playoffs. You can't be a playoff team. Number 2, you need to win at least one more game than your team was carded to win. And that's it. It's that simple. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. All right. Well, hi there. I believe I'm done coughing up a lung there. Woo, that one was a tough one. Well, it looks like our coaches will not be joining on the broadcast, and that is just fine. I see Jess notes it's his bedtime. So your final score: the Carolina Panthers improved to 3-5 with a victory at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Final score is 31-25. In action earlier today, the Commanders lose on the road at New England. Final score 31-18. And we do welcome John Freeze to the stage. John, how are we doing today?
Sorry about that. My mic was muted.
Don't be sorry at all. John, I welcome you. Thanks for treating us to a good game. I'm having trouble with my voice. I'm going to cough a little bit while you tell me what happened and how that game got away from you.
Oh, well, it's because overusage destroyed my offense. I had 5 guys that were
Zach Moss was out for overusage, not injury, right?
Yeah, well, it amounts to the same thing in this case. Overusage restrictions hit this team really severely because I have so many players that are good for 1 play per game. So I was at 6 players overused by the half. Probably what ate me was having so many plays in the second quarter. When this team, which actually has statistically, it's a ball control offense when Minshew's in, but you can't control the ball because of overusage. I'm sorry, there's no. Yeah,
I'm sorry to interrupt. It's Jess. I'm on. I think I'm on.
Yeah, who has joined us?
Me, Jess.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
I don't see my camera working, but
yeah. So that was it. That was basically the problem. Once I got to the end of the first half, I didn't have any players to throw the ball or to carry the ball left, and so I just said, really, it was this team is severely limited in that respect, and Strato made that observation. Can't hear you. Yeah, right. You're out. No audio.
Do you hear me?
He was talking to me. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So now you're back. I can hear both of you now.
Yeah, John, I was going to say, but you can only have 1 player fatigued at a position at a time. So while you might have 5 receivers that all should only end up with 16, 18 catches, so they can all only get 1 a game, and you're limited, you can't throw to them again. You really can, because only one of them can the game pull away from you at the start of any game. So you can go over all you want as long as you're not picky about which one the game is going to pull out of the hat for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought, John, you were going to slow down Taylor's carries to get him to the 17. That's why you wanted to milk him a little bit. So I was obviously happy to have you have long drives.
Yeah. So Taylor gets to 16. His limit is 16 carries. So So I'll be end up. Let me ask you this: does the overusage apply to only 1 player per team per game? Is that the max that you can?
I don't think that's true. No.
Yeah,
it can be more than 1 player, but it can only be 1 at a position, 1 per position.
Right. Yeah.
And so I think you could have a quarterback, a running back, and a tight end technically all out, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's it. You can't have 2 running backs. You can have. 1 in each position is what I'm understanding. Yeah. Wide receivers could be a little different. If you have a lot of wide receivers, maybe there could be 2. Yeah. But
I don't think so. I think it's still just 1.
It's just 1? Yeah.
I think so. But you could potentially have 1 tired and 1 hurt. So
yeah.
So I have 2 frustrating moments. One turned into could have been a disaster. I had that look in when you were driving for your touchdown, where it's a pick for me, but it was a short gain for you with 2 guys in the zone. And then the next drive following it, I threw 2 guys in the empty nickels, empty pennies, whatever. There's a push into the flat pass, and I got a big break there, obviously.
Yeah.
2 picks. It was obvious that the two picks for return for TDs. I mean,
that's the game. Yeah.
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah.
Bang, you're dead.
Oh, absolutely. I kept,
Yeah.
what happened the last 2 minutes though, I was like, I wasn't doing a winning dance here, but I felt pretty good at 31-17 with 2:40 to go, considering you hadn't scored much. And then all of a sudden I'm like looking up and there's the onside kick. It was like a flurry of like rolls at me. I'm like, what's going on here?
It's
let me ask you a
typical
question.
meaningless trash yardage is what it amounts to.
Yeah, but also in the next drive. So let me ask a question. So long pass inside the 20, it's right on the quarterback's card, huh? On the 15-yard line.
Yeah. If you want to throw, because the game needs to give you a way to get to the end zone if you're at the 18 or something. So
yes.
you can throw long inside the 20 if you like.
It's double. What happens if it's on my card? It's double teamed, right?
Well, I think you would get. I don't think it's double teamed. I think you get 2 men in zone though.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's what I meant. My bad. 2 men in the zone. Yeah. 2 men in the zone. I thought so, John. I thought you were going to go for that 7 on my card to beat all my 4s with that 15. If it was the 16-yard line, I would have had it. I would have exhaled. But on the 15, I'm thinking, here we go. We're going to have a 7, the popular 7 with a 5 beating all my 4s out there. So I didn't know who to double team.
Yeah, I thought you might do that too, because at 15 seconds left, you also had time if you came up short, 11-yard completion, say. I mean, you should have. I think you still would have had time to spike it and leave a second left.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
But then again, you're only giving yourself one chance at it if you complete the first one, really. And at least in the long pass, you're getting a shot at it every time. I get that.
And you're also looking for PI, which you got on a short pass. You're also looking perhaps to get a flush, which you got. There's it's a good strategy. I learned something new. I would never think about doing a long pass inside the 20 ever, but I guess it's definitely a play.
It's kind of like this. If you want to have I'll have 3 people on what is already a lame offense, injured, not injured, but overused and benched next week for an attempt to get a win. And it's almost, here's the thing about playing with this team this year. It's pointless.
The man who just beat the Saints last week.
Yeah, no, it's pointless.
I'm with you, John. I'm the only way I'm winning is snake eyes.
When Strato reviews your team in the summer, and they say this is the worst offense in the bunch, it has the worst right columns in the entire
Your run right is
when they make the point of saying that. You're bottom dwelling. You're bottom fishing there.
But you got a monster pass rush. Like
yes, I've got a decent pass rush.
I threw a few short passes and like on one long, and I think 5 short and longs combined. I think I had 2 sacks on those 5 passes.
Yeah, you were careful clearly about it. I saw.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no way. I'm just going to play that 3rd and 5. There's no way I'm doing a short pass. I have a better chance from running Hubbard up the middle than doing a short pass with your monster pass rush.
And then he gets the opportunity to kind of find best ways to leverage the fact that you're more hesitant to go short by keeping those flats more full.
Yep. Yeah. No.
But they're full of guys that the way statistically it's gone this year is that anytime those 4s are tested, they fail. They fail every time. So far, it's not been. The trend has been heinous.
Penalties also did you win. I think you were in double digits, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, penalties, you were terrible. It was 10 and 80 something at one point.
Yeah.
You did not do well there either. So
there are so many elements to the game that are bad. It's a miracle.
You had a lot of bad breaks. 2 pick sixes. You said it. We all agree that you're pretty much out of it when somebody takes a couple of those back on you.
Yeah.
So if any time you want to trade, I'll take Kansas City off your hands. It'd be all right.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, John. At the moment, I'm still pretty comfortable with my team, feeling confident about the future, and stick with
you never know. You could hit a rough patch, and you'd be looking for an out.
Man, I tell you, you watch that game the other night, and it's just, I think I told Jess this a few weeks ago. You just get to the point where you're like, all right, it's fourth quarter. You're behind again. It doesn't look good, but I don't know how, but we're going to win this game.
So
just know.
Jess, did you see the joke that I put up from Annie Agar today?
Yes. Yeah. I commented on it saying my coach may be next.
Well, in fact, if this were the NFL, I'd be fired because of the combination of the fatal 7-game losing streak and losing to the Carolina Panthers. It just
now I'm getting the joke better. Now I got you. Now I'm getting it better. You lost.
While we're tearing down the Panthers as a team, we should also mention congratulations to Jess Giller. You have now officially qualified, I believe, for the Coach of the Year tournament this year.
Yeah, I can rest my
on the off chance you don't win the NFC South, you're going to get to play in the postseason nonetheless.
And I'm sure someone's going to be very excited to play me.
Well done.
All right, take care, bud. Take care, guys. Great game, John. Take care.
Yeah. Have a good night.
It was fun there at the end. So,
yeah.
John, I got to go too, man. Congratulations on your win last week. It was close this time, and just keep it going. It's all you can do, man.
That's right. Thank you, sir.
Have a good one.
Good night.
All right. Thanks to both coaches for popping in. And congratulations again to Jess Geller for making our Coach of the Year. We'll see if he participates in that or sneaks his way into the playoffs over the course. That's a tough Carolina team, but he got it done tonight. So got his third win. So that's it for now, and stay tuned for more broadcasts as we move along, I'm sure.